just pull up these. I'm just going to wait for this to confirm that it's live because I seem to get trapped talking to the ethers. Alrighty, I'm assuming that it's definitely live now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's guided meditation. We are journeying with the wild woman this week, and she has just been coming in hard and fast with her glorious wildness. So before we get into that, I just want to kick off this episode, if you will, this time that we're going to spend together, acknowledging first my familial lineage. Ko waio, te taha o te whaia, ko tainui te waka, ko pukihikio me te tui o te ao marama ngā maunga, ko mangapu te awa, ko Ngāti Kinohaku te hapu, ko Ngāti Maniapoto te iwi, te waipa toto ki Oparure te marae, ko te tui o te ao marama te wharekai, ko wetere tahi rawa ko Tiria Ekatoni oku mātua tupuna, ko Chris West rawa ko Teresa Tahi oku mātua, ko Kia West. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. And I would like to continue this acknowledgement to extend my respects to the traditional custodians of the land from which I am sharing this from today, which is the Yugambeh people. And I honour and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. And I would like to continue and extend this acknowledgement to my teaching lineage, Dr. Ricky Jane Adams, formal teachers, informal teachers, local and non-local representatives who have contributed to what it is that I have to share with you today. So we are getting to know the wild woman this week, and we will be in a few moments time be journeying within to meet with her. Hi Jules, how are you, beautiful woman? Thank you for joining me. And it's almost as if, that coming into this week, she was ready and waiting. She has been spitting her fire fiercely since I opened myself to really become one with her this week. And she has been coming to me in so many different variations of the wild woman through beautiful women who I'm seeing on my timeline and sharing these really passionate and powerful messages. And the wild woman is just so woven into that. And she's the energy that you can feel behind the words and the visibility that these shares are coming through in. It is really core shaking the way that she is presenting herself at the moment, and it is like I've had the shakes. I've been tapping before coming live because she is really, really fierce within me at the moment, and it's almost, I don't want to rein her in, but I do need to be able to speak human. So she is just so potent. Hi Tammy, how are you, beautiful woman? So these here, I've spoken about them last week. These are the Sacred 13 cards. These are why I am showing up every week with the Sacred 13 over this 13-week series, because these are archetypal patterns that I work with as an intuitive guide and creative channel. And the wild woman, and we've spoken about these cards before, these have been co-created by Dr. Ricky Jane Adams from the Institute of Intuitive Intelligence. And one of the graduates, they're my sister, Christy Jamison. So Ricky Jane wrote and intuited these and channeled the guidance that are come on the back of these. And Christy designed the beautiful artwork intuitively with her non-local intuition to be able to give us some tangible items, though these are just pieces of board, beautifully decorated pieces of board, they are tangible for us who are humans. Need, sometimes they need that solid tangibility, because the energy is a little bit too far for them to really absorb at this point in time. But whatever the case, these are designed to support us and to give us archetypal lenses for us to be able to interpret and experience our lives from a broader perspective than what our human selves will often create as narrow and tunnel visioned perspectives. And we've spoken a little bit about this previously, but when we do narrow our perspective, when we close off to the potentials that are always available to us, we find ourselves stuck in a rut. We find ourselves in patterns that do not serve us, that we are ultimately trying to liberate ourselves from, but for reasons that are very much the truth of our reality and how that works, which we won't get too much into today. But if you do come and tune in with me tomorrow, I will share a little bit more about our universal laws that we are all a part of. But when we are able to apply archetypal lenses to our experiences, we are able to experience liberation from that trapped mind, that trapped mindset, that tunnel vision that is ultimately keeping us stuck, keeping us small, keeping us hidden. So the wild woman, she is very much about coming out of the shadows, coming out of hiding. And it's not something, she is an energy force that is put into hiding, not on her own will. She is often squashed, and that is entirely because of societal conditions where we live in a very, very patriarchal way of living. And a woman in her power is terrifying to that type of paradigm, to that system. A woman who knows who the fuck she is, who is untamable, unshameable, moves mountains just by placing her attention there. And that is a terrifying concept to a system that would rather bust their asses, run themselves in the ground to not even be able to lift a stone. Like, there is huge core beliefs that that she challenges just by her existence, and then you add her power into the mix, and that is really something to be afraid of if you aren't if you're very much stuck in that closed down paradigm. So I'm just going to read to you the back of this card. So these words again were channeled and intuited by Ricky Jane Addams, and she channeled and allowed these words to come through using her non-local intuition, which is the intuition that is where we tap into the information that's always available to us in the one mind, in the universal field, or the divine matrix, or whatever it is that you call it. Hi, Chantel. Hey, gorgeous. How are you? So I'll read these out, and then we will move into meeting and journeying within to meet with the wild woman. Okay, so everything you have heard about me is wrong. And oh yes, you have heard about me. You ache to know me in your being, even as it terrifies you to let go of control. I am not consumed by your thoughts of me. I encode my reality with the heat of my purpose. I hold space open between dimensions for fresh wonder to flood the earth. Beyond pain, beyond joy, I am love of the kind you have never met. Self-approving, boundless, untethered from ordinary life. I cast my web wide to draw the world into a new paradigm of consciousness. Ooh, whereabouts did you feel that in that body as those words shifted and altered you? Because they did. I would love for you to just sit with that and let you know while the words are potent in and of themselves, it is the energy that transfers through them that is the medicine, that is speaking to the God within you, the pure unlimited consciousness within you. And so there is a feedback that is instantly activated just by your having and receiving that energetic exchange. So yeah, tune in. I invite you right now to just tune in. Start noticing your body as we continue this conversation and move into our meditation, because the wild woman is very much a energy that is most potent when you embody it. And she is always inviting you to feel her feel her in your body. There's this real interesting I think I'm not entirely sure of the word, but there is it's where your body is very much that the vessel of your intuition, of your creative expression. So when we can become disconnected from our bodies, we can disconnect from the needs of our bodies, from where our body is leading us. In your throat today, interesting, Tammy. And the wild woman is so potently like alive in our bodies. So there's this, what's been coming through for me with her this morning, especially in my devotional dance practice, where I actively allow the wild woman to come through my movement. Is when we sit with her, she is able to shift and move energy just through movement. And what I would love for you to do after this guided meditation today is to pick out a song, whichever song makes you feel like the wild woman. And I invite you to begin to move with her, starting from your womb space. Invite her out of your yoni or in through your yoni, whatever. Include that gorgeous flower between your legs to be part of this process of inviting and initiating yourself as the wild woman. And I challenge you to really immerse yourself into that practice, even if it's only one song, but allow her to absolutely just become visible through your movement. And I'm going to challenge you even more so to do that in front of a mirror. Look yourself in the eye as you merge as one, as the wild woman. Okay. So we are going to move into meditation now and journey within, and adjust a quick bit of teaching into what we are doing when we go into meditation. I share this with you every week, but for those who are perhaps coming in new, I would love for you to understand what it is that we do when we meditate. So when we meditate, I saw one of my glorious sisters from the third level shared this morning, and I'm not sure who shared it, where I saw it. But it was something along the lines of, our prayer is us communicating with God, and meditation is when we are receiving from God. God, of course, being the universe, source, the infinite one mind, the divine matrix, whatever it is, whatever language is what your preference is. I use God because that is something that I am very comfortable with. And very comfortable if that makes you uncomfortable as well. But that is it was such a beautiful, aha moment that, when we are praying or when we are setting our intention, then we are, that is our communication to God. And it is when we meditate that we can actually receive. Biologically and through neurosciences, where is actually occurring is we are regulating our brainwave state. We are dropping out of the high beta brainwave, which is our fight flight, which is our day-to-day functioning. And we are dropping out of that brainwave state into alpha, preferably theta if you are more advanced at doing meditation. And it is from alpha and theta that from alpha that we activate the creative, our zone of geniuses. We activate a state or brainwave state that allows us more creativity, more focus, more, we receive more and are able to absorb more and learn more. We are more open to receive. And then when we drop into theta, which is the gateway to our subconscious, then we begin to be able to reprogram the belief systems that we hold within our subconscious. So when we go into this practice, we are allowing ourselves to drop out of our human and drop into our God. It's probably a very simple way to explain it, simple and complex at the same time. The wonder of paradoxes, which is our absolute truth of our reality, where things that can contradict each other are still true. Let that sit. So yeah, we are making self-sustainable choices. We are taking self-responsibility and regulating our energy and regulating our brainwave state so that we aren't always in constant go, 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 and we are able to rest, recover, and truly embody our God self, which is the truth that we are pure, unlimited consciousness. Say it louder for those at the back. I say to myself. All right, let's do this. So, if you are joining me live or catching the replay, I invite you now to close down your eyes. Take in a deep breath, filling your belly as much as possible. Holding at the top, beginning the communication or the dialogue between your body and mind, soul, emotions, all of it. Bringing it to your consciousness now as you exhale out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Drawing in another big breath through the nose, filling your belly as much as possible. Holding at the top, allowing this breath to anchor you into this moment, into this everlasting moment. Hold and hold. Let it all go out through the mouth with a primal ah. Bringing one more deep breath in through the nose, filling your belly as much as possible, holding at the top for even longer this time. Feeling this breath as if it is stirring awake a fire within your womb space. And as you exhale now, see this fire transferring from your womb out through your mouth. Gently softening now your breath. You may wish to hold an extended breath, breathing in for 4 counts, exhaling for 6. Letting all tension melt out of your body now. With your eyes closed and your breath deepened, we signify to the nervous system that it is safe to be here. I invite you now to place your hands over your womb space. And this touch signifying to us that today we are intending to enter into the heart that exists within our womb, where the wild woman awaits us. The womb being her queenship's boudoir. And with your hands over your womb, we signify now that we are diverting out of our cranial mind, our busy high beta brainwaves, and dropping and anchoring into the heart of our womb. And from this space, begin to notice physical sensations as the wild woman begins to rise, noticing any discomfort you hold in this space in your womb. Notice before you is a doorway. Notice the size, the color, and the shape of the door. And as you approach, it opens before you with ease and with grace. And you find yourself entering into a dark tunnel. And you notice the walls are not man-made or of any material that would make a human construction. You reach out to touch the sides of this tunnel and you feel underneath your fingertips warm, moist flesh. And you instantly know that this tunnel is the entryway guiding you into your womb. And whether you are female or male and you are participating in this journey, this space, this tunnel, this entryway through your yoni and into your womb is energetic and exists within us all. So open yourself to go there, sisters and brothers. And as you walk through this tunnel, your yoni, I invite you to notice how this tunnel looks, feels, smells to you. Give yourself over to this expression of your divine feminine. Is it a space that you feel comfortable in? Is it a space that you feel beautiful in? Or perhaps you feel ashamed? You feel disgust? Notice it all. It is safe for you to be here. It is safe for you to become intimate with this raw, primal part of your being. And you find yourself coming to the end of this tunnel. And there is an entryway into this vast open space of your womb. And as you step through it again, noticing how your womb is revealing herself to you today. What has she lined her walls with? Are there tapestries? Are there silks? Are there fabrics woven? Or is it a wall of running blood, matter? Noticing it all without judgment, without shame. This space is where life begins, and it is sacred. and it is you. And you notice now that the wild woman approaches. Notice how she moves her body as she makes her way over to you. Notice how she looks at you with this passionate gaze of seduction, calling you deeper in. Notice how she gently raises her hand and begins to softly touch her body, bringing her hand softly over her breasts, caressing herself fearlessly, unashamedly, untamably. Her sexual and sensual provocation, having this heat radiating in this space, so much so that you may even physically notice that you are feeling hot, perhaps even breaking out a sweat. So we sweat for God in this fiery temple of pure creativity. And you notice now as you stand in her presence that feeling of timidness and shyness is beginning to melt away in this heat. There is absolutely no choice but for you to move and surrender into this heat. I invite you now to gently begin that movement of your body, rolling your shoulders slowly around, extending out your chest and then contracting it back in. Move your body in this moment in whatever way feels just right for you. Give yourself over to this powerful wild woman energy. You cannot avoid her any longer. And if you have come to meet with her this morning, either live or on the replay, trust that you are meant to be here. Noticing that in each and every breath, this space within your womb throbs with the pureness of your divinity. What is coming alive for you in this awakening of your queen's, your wild woman queen's boudoir? What thoughts, patterns, behaviors, relationships have you squashing and suppressing your pure feminine divinity? What aspects of your life are you unwilling to meet with? You hide them, locked in a box, perhaps a closet even, unwilling to even look what it is that you have hidden in there. And I invite you to see this closet, this box, this tomb whatever it is that is holding the rawest, purest part of you captive. And notice now that whatever is rising in you, what emotions are rising in you? Is it shame? Is it guilt? Is it sadness? Is it rage? These feelings and emotions that are presenting themselves to you are the key for you to unlock this box, this closet, this tomb. These emotions, while they may have been something that has evoked fear within you, they are, in fact, your medicine. And the wild woman is inviting you to feel it. Feel it in your body as it moves through you, as it courses through you, and actually is given the space to run its course through your body. Feel the shame and let it come out of your body through dance, through self-pleasure, through your breath. And as you do just that, as you follow the whispers of your pussy, allow this to be the channel of which you are able to express and release these emotions, these feelings that for so long you have clutched onto like the shackles that have bound you from truly embodying and expressing yourself as pure, unlimited consciousness. See now this tomb, this box, this closet being unlocked now. And as you do, out steps the reflection of you as you are right now, perfect, perfectly imperfect, yet perfect. And you see this aspect of you who you have hidden away for lifetimes upon lifetimes. See her merging with you now. You may feel that merge somewhere in your body as a change in temperature. Perhaps you will just know. You make your way back out of this beautiful fiery temple that is your womb space, and know that you can enter this space at any time you wish. All you need do is place your attention here and you are there. And you find yourself at another door and you step through it now, finding yourself sitting opposite me. Take a deep breath in as you come back into your glorious, wild, untamable, unshameable body. Bring some gentle movement back into your fingers and your toes. And when you are ready, blink open your eyes. And I invite you to extend this practice, this intimacy that you have just begun, perhaps for the first time with a wild woman. Perhaps you are well for, intimate with her already, but she is really potent with us all at the moment. And there is a lot of fire that is coming through with her. When we heat up, we transform. We have no other choice but to transform. Thank you so much for anyone who has joined me live or will join me on the replay. I absolutely loved that experience. That was the medicine my heart needed for today, and I very much hope that you were able to receive whatever it was that you needed in this moment to receive, whatever you needed to set free from the tomb or the box or the closet. I invite you to share with me your experience, or journal that experience, even better, and allow that to the inside of the wild woman to really transform you through all day today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you are aware, or may not be aware, I am an intuitive guide and creative channel, and I have just opened up my one-on-one sessions called a visibility method session. And the visibility method session, there's so much potency in this work, in bringing the contents that we have locked in our tombs, locked in our closets, locked in our chests, for to keep hidden. And it, so long as we hold them, we cannot truly evolve. We cannot truly step into our truth as God, as pure unlimited consciousness. We must be fiercely brave and unafraid to meet with the darkest parts of us, to bring them into the light, to bring them into visibility, so that we can truly evolve. So if that is something that you are, if there's a tug at your heart, I invite you to let me know. Send me a message. I will drop my booking link in the comment, and I would love to get raw and visible with you. So thank you all. Tomorrow we have energy evaluations happening here at the same time. If you would like to receive, please let me know. It would be my absolute privilege to serve you. I hope you all have a wild day. So much love to you.